members. Bill is passed.
Namaskar, good evening. You're watching Nation Wants to Know and I'm Swati Joshi. Well, the bill has been passed. The Waqf Amendment Bill has been given a nod by both houses of the parliament, and there are massive protests, pan-India protests taking place amid Friday prayers. From Kolkata to Ahmedabad, Sambhal to Chennai and Jamui to Mumbai, Muslim groups have taken to the streets in defiance of the parliament's decision, voicing their concerns over the bill's impact on their rights. As the cynics continue to protest against the controversial amendment, disturbing incidents in Sambhal and Mangaluru, highlighting the growing hostility towards its supporters. In Sambhal, Zahid Saifi, an elderly Muslim man and a known supporter of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Waqf Amendment Bill, was brutally beaten after speaking out in favor of the bill. Saifi, who had condemned the alleged misuse of Waqf land, was attacked for his stance, leaving him severely injured. Meanwhile, in Mangaluru, former Karnataka State Minority Commission Chairman Anwar Manipaddi has reported receiving threatening phone calls following his involvement in drafting a report that supported the Waqf Amendment Bill. First, listen into them recount their ordeal.
ये बताइए कि क्या वजह हुई, आपके साथ क्या घटनाक्रम हुआ?
जब हम मस्जिद में से बाहर आ रहे निकलकर, जब हमसे झगड़ा हुआ इस बात को, वक्फ बोर्ड को लेकर, हमारे साले साहब वक्फ बोर्ड में वाइस चेयरमैन है,
क्या नाम?
माइनॉरिटी अशफाक सैफी।
उन्होंने क्या ऐसा कुछ कहा था? क्या सरकार से जुड़ाव है उनका, आपके जो साले साहब हैं?
हाँ, मोदी के लिए भी बुरा कह रहे थे वो, योगी जी के लिए भी बुरा कह रहे थे। बोले ये तो सत्यानाश है, बोले तुम भी इनके साथ में हिंदू हो गए। मैं भाई हिंदू ना हुआ, बिल्कुल सही हुआ है।
तो आपके साले साहब ने वक्फ के समर्थन को लेकर कुछ लिखा था सोशल मीडिया पर,
पोस्ट डाली, उस पोस्ट के चक्कर में हमसे झगड़ा हुआ है। अगर तुम्हें कुछ भी करना है तो आप आगरा जाइए, लखनऊ जाइए, उनसे बदला ले लीजिए, उनको गाली बके हो जाके। भाई मेरे सामने क्यों बक रहे हो भाई गाली? वो इसी बात पर वो भिड़ गए।
तो आपका क्या स्टैंड है? ये जो कानून आया है वक्फ संशोधन बिल, आप इसका समर्थन करते हैं?
जी, हम समर्थन करते हैं, वेलकम करते हैं, स्वागत करते हैं। बहुत अच्छा सरकार ने किया है। जो लोग वक्फ बोर्ड में मजे मार रहे हैं, गेहूं बो रहे हैं, आलू बो रहे हैं, तमाम कृषि कर रहे हैं वक्फ बोर्ड की जगह पे, हमें बड़ा खुशी हुई है और हम सरकार से खुश हैं।
The threats are regularly from 3-4 languages including English. My report of 2011-12, wherein 2,30,000 crores of worth properties have been embezzled by the culprits, and all the judgments of High Court, Supreme Court, endorsement of Lokayukta, and have made very clear how it has been done. I have given over 7,000 pages of proofs. Nowhere I have ever been defeated by the opposition or the culprits. And I had this threat calls for about 7, 8, 9 times. No, I have not given any complaint, but today morning I called the Commissioner of Police and spoke to him.
The All India Muslim Personal Law Board has strongly condemned the Waqf Amendment Bill and is rallying the Muslim community across India to take a stand. In a recent appeal, AIMPLB announced plans for a nationwide agitation against the bill, calling on Muslims to make sacrifices in their fight against the legislation. In a statement, the AIMPLB declared sacrifices necessary to oppose the Waqf Amendment Bill will be made and the board will not stand alone in this fight. The entire Muslim community of India will stand united in this cause. Meanwhile, opposition leaders from the INDI bloc are adding to the growing unrest, drawing parallels to the Shaheen Bagh protest and signalling plans to challenge the bill in court. Several, in fact, have already moved court. These developments suggest that the controversy surrounding the Waqf Amendment Bill is far from over.
सबको कमर बस्ता होना चाहिए और इस जुल्म और इस जाति के खिलाफ लड़ना चाहिए।
आपको लगता है कि शाहीन बाग जैसे आंदोलन करके मसले का हल निकल सकता है?
बिल्कुल।
अमेंडमेंट जो आया उसमें साफ है कि सरकार ये वक्फ बचाओ बिल नहीं है, वक्फ डेवलपमेंट करना नहीं है, ये वक्फ को लूटने का बिल है, वक्फ को खत्म कर देगी।
सड़क की लड़ाई के अलग मायने होते हैं, असल लड़ाई सुप्रीम कोर्ट में, हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाएंगे। सिर्फ मुसलमान में नाराजगी नहीं है, देश के अंदर जो देश को चाहने वाला है हर वो व्यक्ति स्तब्ध है। ये सीधे सीधे संविधान पर चोट है।
ये वक्फ बिल पास होने से देश का विभाजन आगे बढ़ जाएगा।
So while the Congress is making all sorts of noises against the Waqf Bill, with its own MP also filing a petition in the Supreme Court of India, calling the bill discriminatory and against Muslims, a Malayalam newspaper run by a prominent Muslim body in Kerala said the absence of Congress leader and Wayanad MP Priyanka Gandhi during the debate on Waqf Bill in Parliament will always remain a blot. The daily Suprabhatam, controlled by pro-IUML Samastha Kerala Jamiatul Ulama, also asked, why did Lok Sabha leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi not speak on the bill during the debate? Now, before we move on and go across to our guests, this is the question that we are asking. Is the call for sacrifice a bid to undermine Samvidhan? You can have your say, register your vote and let us know what do you think about the issue, and we will reveal the results right after the debate. Let's open up the debate. Let's go across to our guests. We have Gopal Krishna Agarwal of the BJP joining us on the broadcast, along with Rohit Agarwal of the RLD. We have Zeba Yasmin, political analyst, Pooja Mishra, Samajwadi Party national spokesperson, Syam Prasad Beka, Congress leader, and Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, also a political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Mr. Ibrahim, is this acceptable? People being thrashed for supporting the bill, people being threatened, political parties being threatened, and a call to make sacrifice being given for a bill that has been passed by the parliament?
No, violence is not acceptable in any form, whether the BJP does or whether RSS does or whether any Islamic organization does. And number one, it is an unconstitutional and acceptable amendment which has been passed both in the parliament, and it is violating the Article 25 and Article 26, which has been empowered to given to all the citizens of this country. And the essence of the bill, by making an amendment with 110 corrections have been made in this bill, Waqf Bill, which tells that the BJP is not willing to do any kind of appeasement to the Muslims or minorities for that matter. And they know correctly, BJPs know correctly, that without the Muslims vote, they can have any kind of power in the center. So they don't want to do any kind of appeasement politics, which the Muslims should understand across India. That is what my point is all about. They shouldn't believe that that the BJP is bringing down any kind of actions or any kind of amendments.
But then how can somebody preach this to the people? How can somebody preach this to the people who believe that perhaps this is going to be beneficial for them? And look at the irony, because those who are saying that their voices are being bulldozed are in fact going out and attacking people for backing the bill. Are their voices not being bulldozed? Do they not matter? They are also people from the same community who are backing the bill. They are being called dalals?
Swati, you have to understand, BJP and RSS goes hands in gloves, whether they are going to do any kind of appeasement or any kind of development to the Muslim community after lynching hundreds of people, after doing the 2002 riots, after doing the 1992 Babri Masjid demolition, whether the Indian constitutional is going to be done in favor of Muslims. No, not at all. That too by BJP or RSS. The Muslim
I have not even touched upon the issue of appeasement politics, Mr. Ibrahim. I have not even touched upon the topic of appeasement. I am saying it's ironic that people who are saying that the voice of the Muslim community is being bulldozed. Look at the scenes out on the roads. People who are celebrating are being thrashed. They are being threatened. Do they not have a voice? Are they not the citizens of this country? Do they not have the right to support the bill? Let me bring in Zeba Yasmin. Zeba Yasmin, there are people who are saying Muslims should not be under any sort of misunderstanding that this bill is going to protect them, that this bill is going to be beneficial for them, and whoever is supporting out on the streets is either being called a dalal or is being attacked, is being thrashed.
Even after my statement, I'll be called the same, because people are trolling me on Twitter if I'm supporting this. See, whenever any new changes come, opposition starts shouting that it is unconstitutional, it is against Muslims. I just want to know what is in favor of Muslim. Please, opposition leaders should tell this. I mean, as a Muslim person, I am a citizen, responsible citizen of India and a Muslim. I have a right to know where the Waqf property is being used. If this transparency is being brought, what is wrong in it? There should be scanner. Every department is under the scanner. Everything is under the scanner. So if this is also coming under scanner, what is wrong? Corruption should be uprooted from everywhere. And if there is any corruption here, as we heard about Karnataka Waqf Board scam in 2012, the State Commission report was submitted. That 2,000 million of scam was there. So these kind of scams are there in Waqf Board also. And if there is there is a change that we can, bring this into light. So it will be for the betterment of Muslims only.
Okay, so you believe that this is for the betterment of Muslims. Let me quickly bring in Mrs. Shyamprasad Meka. Mrs. Shyamprasad Meka, Sonia Gandhi said that the bill has been bulldozed. 27 plus hours of discussion inside the parliament in both the houses, and then the bill gets a nod from the parliament. But Sonia Gandhi believes it is being bulldozed. Now, would you want to answer the questions that have been raised in an article which says Priyanka Gandhi's absence during the debate, who's an MP from Wayanad, is a blot? And the question that why did Rahul Gandhi not speak on Waqf? They talk about this bill being against the constitution, against the minority. Where were they?
So, Swati, the simple thing is, you are asking me three issues. One, Sonia Gandhi's contention.
It's all related.
Bill is bulldozed. Yes, bill is absolutely bulldozed. Because don't tell simply that, it is discussed in the parliament. But the questions raised in the parliament were never answered. There is no answer from the government. Kalyan Banerjee raised pertinent questions. A. Rajak raised pertinent questions. OIC raised pertinent questions. Gaurav Gogoi raised pertinent questions. Where are the answers to them? Not just by voting. And now, this politicization of Priyanka Gandhi was not there.
But who's politicizing? We're talking about a newspaper which is a mouthpiece of an influential Muslim social organization that is raising these questions. So, is this Muslim social organization politicizing the issue?
Yeah, of course they are.
Okay.
See, if they are asking about why Rahul Gandhi did not speak, what kind of a questions are they? We are Congress party.
Why not?
We have 100 MPs.
Why can't that? He is the leader of opposition, sir.
Correct. We will decide. Why Prime Minister Narendra Modi did not?
That's very interesting. That's very interesting because those who back the bill are dalals, and others who question, and I'm talking about the same community, people who belong to the same community.
We will decide.
Those who ask where was Priyanka Gandhi and why did Rahul Gandhi not speak are politicizing the issue. But the moot point that you're making is, Mr. Agarwal, the bill was bulldozed. You did not, the NDA speakers, the government did not answer the questions that were raised. So what was happening till 2:30? Till 3 in the morning? What was happening in the parliament if questions were not being answered? What were the NDA speakers doing?
To clarify that this bill was earlier put on the both houses of parliament, and the parliament decided to send it to the JPC, where more than 1.25 crore people's response were received and analyzed. More than 38 meetings were held with different 584 organizations. They have put their suggestions, and after a 5 months deliberation, almost 14 suggestions which the JPC gave to the parliament, the cabinet accepted those suggestions of changing in the bill, and then it was put to the floor of the house in Lok Sabha. 14 hours of debate was there, where everybody from the opposition and everybody was given the chance to speak, and all those things were answered. The only question is that when you just say your opinion, who will answer the opinion that it is unconstitutional? How can it be unconstitutional? Who will answer this question? So the thing is, those issues, who, Congress or anybody, has they any time raised why this is anti-Muslim? why this property, when the management is required, the transparency is required, why the structure committee said that the Waqf board was not implementing what their objective was, they were not helping the poor, they were not helping the women. Where are the incomes going from the Waqf property, which is the largest property?
You know, one cannot force anyone. One cannot force anyone to agree with what the government is saying. Some people, some MPs have moved the Supreme Court, and which is the legal way to do it, to go to the court. If you feel that this is not valid, if you want to challenge the validity, you go to the court, which is being done. But let me bring in Pooja Mishra. Now the opposition says this is unconstitutional. What about AIMPLB, which is threatening political parties as well, now saying that you will have to face consequences? Is that constitutional? To demand sacrifice, to demand sacrifice and to provoke people, is that constitutional, Pooja Mishra? And to thrash people because they are supporting the bill, is that constitutional?
Swati, look, people may have different opinion, and thrashing or violence is never been constitutional and will never be. And I can never say that or some other party never stand with the people who are indulged into violence. But the thing is that, again, the law and order is the responsibility of government. You can't just run away from your accountability saying that, okay, these people are harassing or these people are threatening. Let's talk about the Waqf Bill. We are saying that it's unconstitutional. Earlier, the people said that JPC was formed, and where the members from opposition, they put their point. Their objection wasn't included in the report. This is what the
but Kiran Rijiju, when he summed up the debate, highlighted the amendments that were suggested by the opposition and incorporated.
No.
1 second, Mr. Meka, I'll come to you. Allow Pooja to finish. Allow Pooja to finish. Allow her to finish. Pooja,
but the members are saying that their objection is not in the report. Even the government said that the All India Muslim Personal Law Board suggestions were incorporated. But the All India Muslim Personal Law Board is saying that no, it's not incorporated. Their suggestion is not incorporated. The government is just saying it, but the opposition, even the bodies which you are talking about, that this body said this and we incorporated, they're saying no, our suggestions were not taken. And irony is that the BJP government is talking about the welfare of Muslims who didn't find a single Muslim to make a candidate in 543 constituencies. And now they are talking about that we want welfare of Muslims. You never.
No, that is your understanding. That is your understanding, Pooja. But despite what you are saying, there are people in the Muslim community. We have Zeba with us on the broadcast who believe, irrespective of whether a Muslim member of parliament introduced the bill or not, if they believe it's beneficial for them, who are others to preach them that, let's unite, let's hit the streets, let's protest because this is unconstitutional. People have a constitutional right. People have a constitutional right.
Everyone has a constitutional right. And
is bulldozing their opinion not unconstitutional? And the allegation is that the opposition has constantly been misleading people.
Opposition's opinion is also unconstitutional.
Okay.
Swati.
Okay, let Zeba come in now. Zeba, 1 second. Allow Zeba Yasmin to come in. Mr. Meka, 1 second. One by one. I'm trying to take everybody's view on it. Zeba, go ahead. And Mr. Rohit Agarwal hasn't even spoken. Zeba.
Yeah, see. Yeah, when triple talaq came, then also people said that Muslims are being suppressed. It was for the right of the Muslim women. Now Waqf board, again it is for the right of a common Muslim man who has a constitutional right to know where our money is being used. Because this money, the Waqf board property is meant for all the Muslims, especially the poor Muslim who need it badly. And if we have so much land in Waqf board, why Muslims are so backward? Why so lagging behind in education? So the question arises that the money is not being used properly.
Okay.
And if it is being used properly, that's not an issue. You should be very clear and we have a right to know, that's it.
Okay.
We are not questioning anybody. We are just saying that we have a right to know that where our money is being used.
Okay. I want Mr. Ibrahim to take that question, but let me also quickly incorporate what Rohit Agarwal has to say and then you can reply to both. Rohit Agarwal, the allegation is that this was brought with an intention to divide the Muslim community. It was brought with an intention to further suppress their voices and to bulldoze them. So this is not constitutional in any manner according to the opposition. It has been passed, yes, but they do not agree.
See, Swati, the Waqf Bill has been passed in the Parliament.
It is
Parliament
very clearly mentioned by
Parliament is a sample.
Let me just add one point now.
Let me clarify. Please. Zeba, just give me a sentence. See, the Waqf Board has been passed in the Parliament.
Rohit, just a second, Rohit. It is clearly mentioned that the Muslim person will be the head of the authority. In
the majority, yes.
So I guess we can trust Muslim person, na?
Okay. So, Rohit.
See, the majority board people would be from minority community.
Rohit,
so I don't think
allow Rohit to come in, please.
Swati, see, the point is very clear. The Waqf Bill has been passed in the Parliament, and Parliament is the temple of a constitution. And these people were running with the intention that BJP is trying to bulldoze the constitution. Today, who is bulldozing the constitution? You people are bulldozing. You are not ready to accept the bill which is passed in the Parliament. And the detailed discussion has been done on this bill. In past also, if you will see, there is no bill where the detailed discussion have been so detailed discussion have been done. Even the bill has been sent to the JPC. Still, you people are not satisfied. That really shows that how you want to bulldoze the weaker section of the Muslims. Actually, today weaker section of the Muslims are celebrating and they are really happy with the bill. The way these people are trying to become a boss of a Waqf property. Today, their data is being exposed.
Mr. Ibrahim. Let's take a counter. Mr. Ibrahim.
Yeah. As I said earlier, Article 26 has been violated and it is unconstitutional. We know how this is going to be after the armed reserve forces, after the railways. Waqf has the highest. One second.
Mr. Agarwal, once again, allow him to finish. I'll come to you for a counter.
Properties in the country,
right?
And we know. We know after armed forces, after the railways, the Waqf has the highest land parcels in India, and these Waqfs have been given by the Muslims to make sure to do it for the religious purpose, which Article 26 has been mandated for every citizen. Whether the BJP will do the same thing to the TDP, what is that, the Thirumalai Devasthana board, whether they will do it to the Ayodhya Ram Mandir board.
Okay, but those are boards related. Those are boards related to the temples. That's where the religion comes in. The argument is that Waqf is a statutory body.
One second.
And once again, Mr. Ibrahim, we've all heard these arguments. What I want to understand from you is, despite that, if people have chosen to back the bill, why are they being targeted?
You have to read the Article 26. Swati, this is the problem with you. You don't allow me to finish at all. You will be asking the query to everyone.
I came to you for a counter. I came to you for a counter as well. You are still accusing me of not allowing you to speak. Perhaps the BJP spokesperson and the RLD spokesperson will soon follow suit.
Okay, you itself finish. One second.
No, go ahead without accusations if you can.
Cut down by 110 of corrections. There is no bill at all.
Okay.
No, after 110 corrections in the amendment bill, where there is a bill.
Rohit Agarwal.
BJP could have struck down the entire bill itself. What is there to be amended?
Rohit Agarwal.
And the Article 26 has been clearly violated here.
Okay. Now allow Rohit Agarwal to come in.
How many interruptions?
See, they are the same people who have changed 126 times Constitution of India. They have changed the full principle of Constitution of India, and these people are today talking about the Constitution has been proposed on just a single bill. What you want to say, actually, you people want to mislead the Muslims of country. You are against the constitution of the Muslims. You are just wanting some part of the Muslims who are continuously bulldozing the property and real right of the Muslims, and you are supporting that people.
Mr. Meka wants to come in.
Quickly, the first point is, in the JPC, the dissent notes that were given, were they put on the table? Were they part of the report? They are not. Okay. Second, now, in the House, both in Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, people have raised relevant questions which were not answered. Third, our friend Rohit Agarwal is saying about how can you oppose a bill which is passed in the parliament, which is a temple of democracy. Oh yes, my friend. Electoral bonds were also passed in the parliament. What happened to them? Emergency was also passed in Parliament.
Supreme Court. You have
Listen to
Supreme
me.
Court option, na? Why you
Listen to me.
want
Listen to
to
me.
mislead the people of country and you want right?
Okay, one by one, gentlemen, one by one. One by one. Mr. Meka, finish your point. Finish your point, and I'll come back to the same question which has not been answered. Why did Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi not speak on the issue?
Farm laws were also passed in the Parliament. Emergency was also passed in the Parliament. It is the way the democracy works. These people can't understand the way the democracy functions. They are Bismarck, Mussolini, Nagpur का औलाद है ये.
एक मिनट, थोड़ा सा भाषा पे कंट्रोल कीजिए, थोड़ा भाषा पे कंट्रोल कीजिए. There's no need to lose your cool. Every political party's representation was present inside the parliament. The discussion happened. Some agreed, some did not agree. Some agreed, some did not agree. There's no need to there's no need to take personal jibes at anyone. Please, let's maintain decency and decorum of the debate. Mr. Agarwal, Mr. Meka, 1 second. Please don't lose your cool like that. Allow Mr. Agarwal to come in. You have some questions. You've raised them. Take a counter before I wrap up, please.
The most important part everywhere is it constitutional or it is violative of Article 26 of the Constitution. Article 26 deals with the religious institution, management of religious institutions. And HM at the floor of the House had said that the management of the religious activities of the Waqf Board are not being touched in this bill. It is only the transparency of transfer of properties and then utilization of funds, etc. for the administrative issues. And once the property is transferred to the Waqf Board, its utilization, etc. for the religious...
And if one does not agree, one can always go to the court. They have the right, which is happening. But what is not acceptable? What is not acceptable is the manner in which people who are supporting the bill are being thrashed. They are being called names, and that calls are being made to give sacrifices. Is that not unconstitutional? Is the question we asked. Zeba and Pooja Mishra, and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. Let's quickly reveal the results of the poll. The question that we asked, is this call which has been given of sacrifice, is this a bid to undermine Samvidhan? 75% people believe yes, this is a bid to undermine Samvidhan, while 25% people say no, this is not a bid to undermine Samvidhan. With that, we are wrapping up this edition of Nation Wants to Know. Lot more lined up on the other side. Stay on with us.